Now, scientists at the University of South Florida, they just got a good-sized grant to try and figure out a way to treat people who become infected by a potentially deadly amoeba that's usually found in warm freshwater lakes. Nearly $2 million over 5 years to find a fast-acting action drug to increase survival rates. Parks Advisor Ryan Elijah is in studio with more.
Steve Smelsky has been in a number of times over the past year. Last year, he lost his son Jordan to this very brain-eating amoeba. Steve, you spent the last year trying to get the awareness out. When you see a step like this, it's got to be a positive sign.
It is. We're very excited that they're finally recognizing how big of an issue it is, and they're willing to put some money towards the research that's needed to come up with a drug that can actually stop it.
And this is not an overnight process. This will take a while, but you say it's a key step.
It is a key step, and it will take a while to come up with a drug that's not toxic to humans, but it is the first best step that we can make right now.
And you watch every one of these cases. There have been several. The most recent in Houston, where a 14-year-old athlete, an AAU athlete, track star, was bitten by this as well.
Yes, there's actually been 5 cases this year. He was the most recent one, and it's heartbreaking for Shelly and I to go through it every single time. We realize what the families are going through and what they're going to be up against.
And you talk to a number of these families once they go through this. How difficult is that?
We have. They reach out to some of the other families that are posting things on the website for awareness, and they want to know what we know to share things with us, and it's heartbreaking for us because we kind of live Jordan's story all over again.
Now, you're too humble to say what you've accomplished over the last year, but you have made a ton of inroads. One will happen next week, an amoeba summit that has never taken place. It's going to be here in Orlando. The CDC is coming, doctors from all over the country coming to talk to doctors, let them know this is how we can move forward on this.
That's correct. It's scheduled for next Friday. Begins at 8 o'clock. It's scheduled for physicians and clinicians. It's by interview only. It's going to be streamed live, though, so people can catch it online. But it's the first one that's ever been done globally, actually, just on PAM. Usually it's waterborne infectious diseases, but it's the first one on just PAM, and we're very excited to try and get the messaging out to the doctors and clinicians and let them know what they're up against.
And the doctors want to learn as much as they can about this as well. And Steve, one reason we wanted to sit down before the Labor Day weekend is we know so many people will go out in the waters. What do you tell them when they go out this weekend? Beyond that, but certainly for this weekend.
We were aware that the amoeba was in the lakes here in Central Florida, so we never let Jordan swim in the water or jump in or submerge. So you want to keep your head above water, use a nose clip if you're going to go in and submerge, but the best thing is not to get the water up your nose.
All right, Steve, appreciate you coming in and sharing that, and look forward to hearing more about the summit next week.
Okay, thank you, Ryan.
Guys.